Welcome to the Miniature Paintbrush. Today we're going to talk about the Gamma Trade Show. Not that I was there. I wasn't there, but I read about it and I thought it was really cool. There were some new releases that are coming out. New releases, more models. Speaking of more models, I hope you got your Shadespire pre-ordered because it's on the way. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Skull Taker, which is the Khorne new release model, and it is totally corny. Like, not in a good way. I kind of don't like that look. I'm not a Khorne fan personally, but there you go. There's a new release for you. But that's not the only release that's out there. We have some stuff exciting for Kill Team coming up. We got Kill Team Elite Teams. And that means you can use some heavy hitters in your Kill Team, which is awesome, of course. I do like the Tooth Ripper Orcs. That's a fun name to do because, you know, teeth is their currency, if you didn't know. And the Fractural Blades. Fractural Blades actually are pretty cool, and that's kind of heresy coming from a Space Wolves player because, you know, they're Thousand Suns and all, but hey, you know what? The way it is. One thing that was excited was the Blood Bowl team. That's right, they have a Blood Bowl team, which are halflings. That's right, halflings. And if you're playing Blood Bowl, you do know that halflings are the absolute worst team you could possibly take. It's sort of like turning your video game up to hard mode and trying to beat it like that. Well, I do like some of the stuff coming up from Necromunda that was actually announced. It's Karl Jericho. That model looks really sweet with his sidekick Scabs. I think that's so much fun. The dual combo to have Scabs and Jarl. I mean, I never seen them before. I never even heard about them before because I'm relatively new to the game and new to the scene. But still, I love the models because from an aesthetic standpoint, it's pretty cool. Speaking about pretty cool, let's take a look at the hobby desk and see any progress that I have made. All right, making some progress right here. All right, so I just did some metal on here, and this is again the Sacristan Forge shrine that I'm building up, and I just kind of went in there and did some of that going there. I also had these parts over here, kind of get it into it. I don't know what else to do these bands here, but probably some kind of other metal. I do have to do a lot of different chords and stuff like that I really want to bring up. Another one over here, which is more the same of that kind of look over here. Also, you know, tidied up a little bit over here. Got a little bit more of that done. This metal has to be weathered down just a bit, but the reds really came out really nice. I like the highlights and the reds and the darks and the shadows. I think it really came out really, really nice working with some inks. Also bringing up some of this right here. Again, with the red coming through, some of the coppers being done as well. I do have to do a lot more different colors to this. There's a lot of stuff down here. I don't want it to be monotone like it does on the box because on the box, it has just like this one color, some yellow, and that's it and done. And you know me, I gotta do things to the best of my ability, and I really want it to shine bright like a diamond. Anyway, I also have this, which is another piece that I am working on. I have not touched any of the gangplanks yet, which I'm probably going to do a lot of the wires and stuff like that are in the gangplank, and I'll show you closely if you've never seen it before. So these have little wires and stuff like inside of it, and then there's all these clocks and stuff over here, and the gangplanks over there, and oh, pardon my crutches, that there. So there are really, really excited things going on in the hobby, coming out with the models and everything else. And the Gamma show, you know, is always so exciting. But I wanted to talk a little bit about balance. That's right, balance within your hobby, right? So you have your hobby, right? And I'm really thinking about it. I'm OCD, so I have like an obsessive, compulsive nature to myself where I can't control myself. Like I'll sit down at a hobby desk and I'll be here 12, 24, 48, 72 hours. It doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't matter to me, but the people around me start to get affected. So you know what? You got to have some kind of balance. So in order to balance this out, I think I'm going to get into photography. And that means I have to get out of the house a little bit more and plan some radical adventures out there. And I just wanted to let you know that it's not always going to be hobby center for me, although I do love this hobby. Not that this channel's changing. It's not changing at all. I'm just saying I'm going to do and diversify my life. This way I can have some kind of balance, right? I'm still saving up for my computer. That's definitely a thing. I really like to appreciate every single person that's buying a t-shirt, donating, buying up my TAC Marines, Wolf Brother, Wolf Lord, Mish Cucinato, all right, Mythos. Awesome. He bought my TAC Marines, and of course, Wolf Lord Meeks. He actually bought my Wolf Lord that came in the Start Collecting box that's right over there somewhere behind all that wreckage. Right, wreckage. All right, so I want to thank you for all the community trying to reach out. And if you do still want to buy a t-shirt, I do have a link below. You can order a form. Remember, by the 31st, I'm sending them to print. All right. So I'm going to need what you do is you go down there, right? And you go into the order form, you fill all that information out, right? If you want a shirt, you choose the size, and there's like little clicks, and you click, 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 whatever you want to do, right? And then, well, after you do that, what you do is I send you an invoice and an email, and in that invoice, you could have a PayPal link. I'm going to tell you exactly how much to pay, and this way I can actually take that money, go over to the shipping center, buy all the shirts, then take it and ship it out to you guys. Now, if you are getting mail, that if you're getting it by mail and you're not local and not getting it by person, then it's going to be a $6 flat rate in order for me to ship it anywhere in the United States. Now, across the country, it's going to be a little more expensive. I was told that in Europe, it's going to be 15 to 20 bucks to ship one of those t-shirts out. 15 to 20 bucks for that. So you're just going to have to add that. I'm going to have to calculate that. So once you order the shirt, I'll let you know exactly how much the shipping is. I'm not trying to make money off of shipping at all. Okay, not at all. Okay, so I don't know if there was a cost of it. If I had somebody in Europe actually, printing the shirts out there, it would be a lot better for you guys out there in the UK. Until then, again, it's like 15. If you feel so inclined, don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, do want to support the channel, there is a tip jar that I'm also going to put down there. It's also the PayPal links. Ironically enough, if you buy shirts with the shipping, you can actually use the same PayPal link in order to, cement your order when it comes to doing the shirts. So just make sure that you fill out the form first before you give me the money, so this way I can keep track of everything, because I got to keep track of everything, which, I want to make sure I get the right orders for the right people. You don't want to mess up orders, all right? I don't want to do that. So I'm not, again, OCD, so I'm going to make sure that everybody gets their shirts on time. All right, and that's going to start at the end. But let's talk more about the hobby. I'm really excited about Shadowspear. And a lot of people are like, oh no, Shadowspear, I don't like this model. This model is wah, 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 wah. I think they look nice. From an artistic standpoint, they look nice. I do not know what the rules look like. I do not know what they actually do on the battlefield. But honestly, I just like to paint the minis. I like to paint the minis and try to paint them as well as I possibly can. My goal is to win the gold medal at a painting competition. That would be it, right? Bring home the gold. That's what we want to do. Be recognized as the artist that you are. Every creative type is like that. They kind of want to be recognized for what they do. I'd also love to be recognized for my photography. If you've ever seen my photography, I guess I'm going to put some of that stuff on Instagram or on Facebook or something like that. When it comes to my photography, I'll just throw that out there. I don't know, I just love art. And when you're painting minis, you do want to paint things that come from nature and from art and all these forms and structures. So you get out in the world, you take these pictures and use them as references. You never know when a freehand piece might come your way or inspiration just might strike you. So make sure that you pay attention to the world around you, broaden your aspects. Let's summarize what's going on here. Okay. 1. Gamma Show is pretty amazing. I love minis for minis' sake because they look cool. I like that a lot of things are coming out. It's important to make some progress in what you're doing for your hobbies so it doesn't completely go stale. And you have to have balance where you balance your life, outside life, and mini. Don't get yourself secluded in one shot. Have a variety of things that you do. Live your life. Don't be in the basement, because I've done that, and it's not good. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for your family and for the people that you love. You don't want to alienate people because of the hobby. Yeah, I do know it's plastic crack. It is plastic crack. It definitely is, and it is a hobby, but you need to keep yourself in check. We all need to keep ourselves in check. That's just the way it goes. Bye. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm really excited because I actually got down here to the hobby desk. Now, there's some bad news that actually happened. I fell down the stairs the middle of the week, and I might have torn my Achilles tendon. They might have to sever it and reattach it. I don't know. That's worst case scenario. If that happens, then I guess I'm not going to be down in the hobby room for a long time. So we're going to see health concerns, you get older, but what's the alternative, right? Right? So that's just going to happen. All right. But I am okay. Still have the boot right there. But I am okay and doing all right. And I'm glad to be down here for you guys because I love y'all. I do. I really do. You guys are something special into my heart. Like right there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Right there. Anyway, if you like this video, Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. That's me being melodic on the miniatures paintbrush.